The man who masters where his attention goes becomes a man of power. Not power in the sense of force or coercion or domination over others, but a power that is invisible yet undeniable, a power that shapes the world around him because he first shapes himself within. Attention is the currency of reality. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Every day, a man is assaulted by 1,000 demands. The urgent messages of the phone, the trivial grievances of others, the endless chatter of the mind, the incessant pull of desires he does not even understand. Each moment he surrenders his attention, he gives away a piece of his strength. Only the man who gathers his focus, who brings the wind to stillness, who tends the flame with care and patience, can generate a heat that transforms everything around it. When a man chooses where to place it, he chooses the reality he participates in. He chooses the conversation, the environment, the ideas, the goals, the people, the very moments that will define the shape of his life. And here lies the subtle trap. The man who fails to control his attention does not simply lose time. He loses himself. He loses the silence within, and in that silence lies the power to create, to innovate, to rise above the ordinary flow of existence. Whether in the realm of art, science, leadership, or mastery of any craft, one trait appears again and again: the ability to focus. Not focus for a moment, not focus under duress, but the ability to bring the entirety of one's being to a single purpose. They understand, whether consciously or instinctively, that the mind is like a muscle, and that the constant direction of attention shapes the world as surely as a sculptor shapes clay. The man who commands his attention chisels the reality around him with the same deliberate precision. The man who commands attention achieves more in a single hour than the distracted man achieves in a week, because he is whole, concentrated, and directed. The world bends toward the man who is present, who is attentive, who is deliberate. It is the power of a man who knows where he stands, who knows where to look, and who refuses to surrender the most precious resource he possesses, the focus of his mind. The man who masters his attention is the man who masters himself. Attention is the key that unlocks the invisible doors of power, the hidden corridors of influence, the silent rooms of mastery. To control attention is to reclaim one's life, to reclaim one's presence, to reclaim the silent, invisible force that shapes all outcomes. It is the art of being fully alive in every instant, fully present in every act, fully engaged with the currents of reality, and fully aware that the quality of a man's attention determines the shape of his life, the depth of his influence, and the magnitude of his power. And the man who masters it becomes, in the truest sense, unstoppable. To command it is to reclaim yourself, to step into a life of strength, purpose, and undeniable influence. There is no greater force a man can wield, no truer source of freedom, no more certain path to mastery. Control your attention, and nothing in the world can control you.